Envy versus SSG, AidenTax and JJ Blast versus Ashn. Oh my god, I was just gonna say, I hope this is the most toxic game of all time. Cade up, nice job hiding. Oh, they try to hide a Cade? They try to hide the Cade from them to fuck them over on their hard breach. But they failed. There's already shit talk in the before the first round even happened. We know JJ Blast is a shit talker. We know AidenTax is a shit talker, former M80X player, now in Pro League. Funny thing about the storyline, okay, this is wrong up here. These two things are wrong. Envy is in first place right now. Granted, they beat 3 teams, which a lot of the league or a lot of the world, or all the viewers consider to be bad, right? Like they beat 3 considered bad or lower half teams. SSG is their first real test. Alright, so let's see if AidenTax really was the missing piece, if he's the NA version of Stompin', if he can live up to that same legacy where he takes a team from basically poor performances before he was in, because Envy got last place last stage, and bring them to first place. Let's see, SSG making really good pace on this clear. They already have Teller's Archives control. Newers already gets bottom, E1, E2.
Love the initiative from SSG, as you said.
Still a player in open, and the main staircase. He's going to drop down the red hatch now. Yep. Now they're going to delay time with the Cade in the tube. There is a Maverick, though, so they have the counter. But the thing is, you can see through that the hole right there on Tellers lets you hold that flank down.
Not a lot to be gained by staying here for a long time, especially if you don't have all that utility giving you cover to sit behind, giving you ways to slip out.
Now, my personal prediction on like Envy and AidenTax and like the way it's going to work is that G2 had 2 free. Oh, C4 onto the main hatch, onto the Maverick. Is gonna get him? Does not get him. He misses it barely. Is that G2 had 2 former world champions, Doki and Alamo, right? I think it's a world's difference away from basically a bunch of players that came from CLE. If you remember, JJ Blast is the team that beat M80X, aka Team Stompin' and AidenTax and all the console switchovers, and then they ended up beating Mr. B's team in Grand Finals in CL. Then that's how they made Pro League through the relegations, right?
And like you say, you'd maybe be a bit happier with
SSG now going for execute. Chonka's lineups are hitting, so JJ does know the lineup. JJ Blast for knowing the lineup.
It's become quite a hot topic to Chanka on lockers.
They're gonna smoke the plant spot. There's still 1 C4 close red. Ashn walks through the fucking fire, vaults on the table, and 1 tap. That was the craziest gamble play of all time. That was insane. That might have won in the round, too. Is there a smoke? There's still 2 smokes. Okay. Okay, there's still 3 smokes, so they have to plant sometime or flood through sometime before shit goes down. They smoke everything. J9 plants in the middle of the site. Yings are everywhere. Everyone's fucking blind.
The C4 and the smokes all
SSG is flooding through. SSG 4 bodies to none.
Gets 2 kills on
is this the difference? And like I say, every time like a new rookie player comes facing their first test, is this the levels to it? Are we getting a glimpse of the levels, or is it just Envy's cold right now? No idea.
Absolutely love that from
SSG was the top team from North America. Last stage, good name. Thank you for the subject on ad free show, man. They won the North American Pro League, and they also beat out all the rest of the North American. They basically won Pro League and then won Pro League again in EWC by knocking out all their fellow Americans, and then lost the fucking secret. Motherfuckers, bro.
Even more so because the smoke comes in and you're like, okay, now they're
gonna can we open chat and see if Ashn said some shit between those rounds?
Downsides with Tachanka.
Well, let's be the YouTube video for today. We have a different YouTube video coming out today, but then this will come out tomorrow. I'm very interested by these Rooney picks. I've seen a lot less Castle picks for the top 4 and a lot more Rooney picks. I wonder if that's because Castle lost his ACOG, because Castle used to have an ACOG and play in Trump and have a long angle all the way onto square walking. Right, but now that he only has a hollow, maybe if Rooney with the ACOG DMR, they put it on the window for burn, but then it also plays Trump. It's a primary Trump. Like, ooh, that guy's on camera. That guy's on camera. That guy's on camera. Is that a freebie? Is that a freebie?
They were trying to take
Can you get him?
Long fight instead of that close.
Oh, you couldn't get him. That would be crazy. Bro, you can get a slight. By the way, if you make vert through right here above this wall, you get slightly a slight pixel into
instead trying to spot something through the floor with this IQ scanner. Sees the yokai, sees the player on cams by elevator.
Oh, Echo drone, hiding a little bit.
Good.
Can you get him through the hatch here?
Oh, you could see Ashn.
Is he gonna make him move?
I don't think
he's gonna nade him.
The angle, but he'll open it up.
That guy's gonna see that, right? Yeah, he runs away from the nade.
Will force him out
Holy shit!
And Rival's not going to retake that position.
Oh, and on the walk back, that's the levels to this shit. It feels suffocating to play against the upper teams. Like the first time that Virtus Pro played against Stompin, right, and G2. Stompin was like 0-7 on Tachanka on this map particularly. Now, after that, he railed them. Stompin got used to it, and thankfully, he had veteran players with him that knew against the upper level teams, you just cannot chow them, right? Like, there's certain angles where, like, you cannot have over movement or, like, a little fidgetiness.
Still a chance right now for a flawless.
The thing is,
there it is. Ashn with the final two.
Envy don't have the veteran players. They don't have the players that know how to deal with it. All of them are new to this, and all of them are going for the first time. Actually, no, they played a Pro League stage before, but still, they're not as veteran enough to know the whereabouts of how they need to move around the map. Glorious Chinese King, so happy you're streaming. Thank you, appreciate you.
In this contest so far, it has all been SSG.
I've just loved
two really dominant rounds from SSG.
So I mean, it's just like, to be fair, I will say, you know, we see teams do like that glass smoke play, right? That's something I could also see M80 doing, and would be very much in their wheelhouse. And so part of it is that SG are also being given a lot of great opportunities by Envy to show why these kinds of plays are fun. Like why throwing a smoke right there, waiting for somebody to peek, is an action that, I mean, people have
didn't stop and go 2-11 in his game against VP. Yeah, the first one, yeah.
To see through smoke. But it's something I think we've seen a lot of teams really do more consistently in the past 6 to 12 months.
And that's what I'm saying, though. Is that AidenTax is getting that experience. That first time.
Working for them every single time. But by the same token, like, going below and throwing that nade through the hatch, we see it, but it's just very rare we see that coordination work so perfectly between Ashn and J9O on the window.
Was that site direct? With Benjamin? Benjamin's going to go gridlock? They're going to check server straight up. It's free. They identify the gap. The hatch is open. It is a roam, but they have no server player. This is the same weakness they had last time they played this strat. When I rode a roam, when I strat a roam on the basement, I start my site player in server. Because that's how important I think it is to start a player there, right? If you want to worry about the garage gap or the vault gap, you have your Telos players and you have your open player over the red hatch to hold the garage gap.
We have a little bit of information in a Valkyrie. We have some frost mats. But very quickly, SSG have got
Envy's robe.
In. So that's
we saw it similarly you lose yesterday when Standby just rushed the site from server straight up. No call comes through. Here comes a glass in the site. They're gonna plant the bomb straight in the smoke.
Hang on, Fultz is getting the plant down.
And you have no idea.
Okay, what?
JJ has no idea. JJ has no idea.
Literally not a single
This is the same weakness they had yesterday on this room. The server gap is so huge and they have no response to it. Like their one response is having that server hatch open and flanking bottom square, I guess. But then you have Benjamaster with gridlocks holding it. They didn't even go for that. They had no idea the plant was happening. The Doe call stopped the Echo Cams and Val Cams from being used. There's 3 people swinging through sight now, and there's not really a good postie on this. I won't lie. This actually might be a good Envy round. There's not a good post on this. There's not a good postie on this. Will he get close enough? JJ! Oh! He got him last second!
Ashn with the buzzer beater DMR clip. 3 in a row. And just barely bring that one back.
Oh my god.
Ashn got into server.
Holy shit. He came down the staircase and just about got that angle, bro, onto the bomb.
Well, the breach is open and there's a plank going down and a load of smoke. Like
Glass ban. Wow, gotta ban Glass after that, huh? Fear! No! He said fear!
SSG are running.
He said fear! He typed fear right before it switched away. He said fear. He said you're scared of me. You're fucking scared of me on that Glass. Oh my fucking god. Because yesterday Snake won up the ninja defuse, right? When he got rushed by Standby. Standby lost that rush because they had a bad postie and then Snake ninja defused it basically, right? Yesterday, like, Snake stuck it, but then this time Ashn was ready for it. JJ Blast more kills than Aiden. Nah, bro, he's going all in on these guys. Oh my god.
But how much is it that? How much is it the play? What's the ratio here? And what does, admittedly, just this best of one, but what does this best of one against SSG signify? And at least at the moment, as Envy tried to run bank back after their
Oh my
play
god.
against LFO or standby LFO yesterday.
My side player in
SSG have some great answers. And
JJ
some great ideas
Blast?
for what to do against these Envy defenses.
Wait,
Open
JJ
area
Blast?
next up in Envy's site.
JJ Blast more kills than Aiden.
Not
Haha.
a sight we've seen so far.
Wow.
As Envy have tried basement in
Wow.
rounds 1 through 3, CEO in the second. This will be the
Wow.
first time today, at least, we see this mid-floor defense.
It's a very standard lineup from SSG as well to deal with that open area site. Going to be taking a lot of soft breach. Got J90 on the shield.
They're stalling out a bit here on the windows, which makes me think there's a chance of a hit happening. Is it maybe a fast repellent with the ram?
You can see the drones.
Throws him, throws the player close. Oh, good dodge by. Wow. That reaction time is so crazy on Benjamin Master by.
Shift key for all he's worth and drops
Holy
down
fuck.
there on the rappel.
Gets rid of the barbed wire red stairs.
Snake with a bit of a risky rotate there as well. We've already seen players suffer to that angle, especially now with the
Mountain takes up
these stairs.
red stairs. This
Not
is a
gonna be
lobby
somewhere
take.
that Envy are willing
Classic.
to
We haven't
hold
seen a
for
Mountain
too
go up red
long.
stairs in a million
Now
years
they'll
because
retreat a
usually
little
the
bit back
double
towards
range
that
Harper's
general
path means you can't get
area.
E3 open,
And
which
those
means the guy can
bombs
play
there.
inside the elevator and kind of stop this from happening. But now, wow, look at the fucking fear it struck into them, bro.
J90 just trying to
Look how many. Yeah,
juggle
Envy are
all
playing
these
scared
different
now.
bits of
Envy are
information in
genuinely
both
playing
those
scared now.
positions.
Look at them. They're like it's just one like none of the actual attackers actually
Bit of a
entered.
tricky spot for
Like
the
it's just
moment.
one Monte just
Defenders
running back
back
and they catches him on the cut too. He's
Lures
down.
on the rappel.
Holy
With that
shit, this
information
might be the
provided by
levels to it,
J90
man.
And the angle he created down Snake.
That's a cut angle. You can
Not
rappel
really in a
on those
position to
windows
provide
on
why the
lobby.
defenders
You
to
can break
stop
open
this
E2
cutoff,
wall
and
and you can
movers
look at this
watch
whole
the
angle, this
position.
hallway. That whole
There you
hallway
go,
has been cut off. You
J90
cannot go up or down main
finisher.
stairs. Well, you can. There's like a little
Player
fucking
on this
pocket,
top
but
floor.
it's
At
hard.
least their
You
word
know.
might have fallen back at this point.
Top floor
as,
control
yes, drop back
SSG.
down the hatch.
Will
Full
they continue to
vertical
clear out
control
archives
space.
towers? Now there is a player inside archives.
SSG in that driver's
There's a
seat.
player
once
inside
again,
both.
J90 can continue to
Hello?
work on through.
Hello?
He doesn't know
Oh my god! Aiden got the rat kill on J9! What is he sprinting? Why is he? What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing?
Aiden.
Shut the fuck. Calm the fuck down.
Aiden!
Aiden! Aiden! Stop!
Fall, but no.
Stop! Bad Aiden!
With a kill onto a
Bad
mid,
Aiden!
The next refrag. Aiden still
Aiden?
large right now.
Aiden, no!
Aiden.
Oh, Aiden, yes!
Catching
Hey,
SSG
good job, Aiden.
off guard. They finally
No, he didn't
beat
peek
that
at the end
body,
'cause Ram
but
was making
Aiden
very
is
well.
caught in a position where he
That
cannot
first two
fall
peeks was
back.
bad. That first two
1-for-1
peeks were bad. The
trade.
first two peeks were bad, but then
And
like
that
after he killed the Tane, he shouldn't have swung out
SSG
lobby for
retained their
aggression right there.
advantage.
But then after
Jason
that,
has all three of
after
his
that, he was
smokes.
getting inverted at
Rivals
red
got
ping.
that
He needed to swing out.
C4 and Zoto's as well. With this low time, not
Good
as
win
big
count
utility
spots
that
actually. I
few
won't
rounds
lie.
often
If
have
SSG
this late
don't
in
like
the game,
rotate a guy to printer window,
means
they'll
that
actually
once SSG start
they'll
moving
actually
in,
struggle
whether
with the
it's
dropping the
moving into
hatch.
site to put the
Like that
diffuser
guy on the
down,
window is the
taking
one
a
thing stopping the
gunfight.
hatch drop.
It could be
Oh,
thrown
anything
in
they
the
know.
smooth in
Yep.
the process, and that
Goodbye,
makes
Envy
you
here.
so,
Actually, really
so
good composure in
uncertain
plays.
as an
AidenTax
attacker.
won them that
Doesn't
round
even
too.
need it, though. He's got
7
all three.
seconds
It's a
left. He knows
1v1
exactly where the
Benja.
guy is,
5
though.
seconds to go. Has
He
the
knows where he
intel
is.
on the two brow.
Oh! He sprinted way too hard. Holy
Takes
shit.
a little bit, but Rival gets the kill. Envy withstand. and
Envy are back.
hold
Envy
on
are warmed
against
up.
SSG.
They're not scared anymore.
Big round there for Envy. It's unusual to see Benji.
Every comeback
not
starts
win
with one.
those,
Every
but a
comeback
lack
starts
of
with
time
one.
And a lack of information. Eventually, Envy break what has been a very dominant performance so far from SSG. Even in this round, round number 4, I feel like the tipping point was Aiden just ratting out and being allowed to survive. And that second kill was just so crucial. He really, I mean, he should never have even gotten the first, to be honest with you. But to be allowed to get the second, that was the
AidenTax won them that round.
nail in the coffin for
That's big
SSG
Aiden.
in round number 4. Envy, I guess, now can breathe a sigh of relief. Their tactical timeout has worked. They've been able to get a round off the back of it. Still, basement is going to be a problem site because we've seen them defend it twice in 2 very different ways and not have any success there. But that's a problem for next round. They are going to be defending the top floor right now. We see a little bit of Denari action coming in as well, Lynx.
Yes, we do.
Thank you for
It
the
is
sub,
something
Royal
that
Penguin. Sorry about that.
Envy brought out yesterday in their game against Envy. Also something we've just seen on the
I
second floor
appreciate you.
generally. And it makes sense. Well, okay, well, I've not exactly seen this gigantic triangle right outside of stock, but
Nah,
we
food
have
bomb. I
seen
just haven't
teams,
ate all day, bro.
on bank
Until
run
now.
those trips and try to lock off the hallway, and Janitor also try to lock off
AidenTax
stock
super
generally.
tough. He has a boxing
Really
record
just
of
trying to
1-0
make
and
that
0
stock
real
position
life.
outside of stock, behind the shield, in the hallway, a lot more playable. And I want to say when they brought Denari yesterday against Standby, it actually wasn't on
Via tackling the opponent. Oh, lol.
if I recall correctly. No, it was. Never mind. They brought it actually one time on each side, coincidentally. But they did run.
Oh, W Flores parkour. W Flores parkour. Ah, gets caught up. There's a player in the cabinet close windows with the Azami. SSG do have the Capital to clear him out. SSG window take with the Sense Capital repelling off the util.
That's fine.
Once they break that castle, they have that guy right away.
It's a CEO hold. What's gonna
He's
happen?
in the shits. That was a really good util demo. I wish we got a caught it, but yeah, that guy close in the window, they had a bunch of nades, bunch of flashes for him. They completely fucking bombed him out and he's dead.
So while you only lose the castle, you do go down to the 5v4 with nothing really.
That's gonna roll off.
Process. SSG focusing on the.
How did that not roll off? No way, someone retook it. Oh, Azami retook the position.
The other side of that Kiba. Yeah, you expect the Azami to be playing.
Do they have more util to clear this guy out? They have a fire. They do have a Capital fire. He's getting burned. He's getting burned. Wow, look at that. Look how clinical that util clear is. They flash naded that guy first. Azami retook it. It's whatever. They naded the castle, and then they fucking fired it immediately after held his cut. There's a guy holding the runaway. There's a guy firing it off. That's the difference of a top one. That was a first place North American team last stage. Wait, are they 0-3? Are they actually 0-3? Are SSG actually bottom of the leaderboard right now? There's no way.
See how they're going to be able to leverage it. There's no real denial at the moment in the hands of Envy. But their position is very well telegraphed. They're all on the rappel.
Well, I gotta check the standings after this round.
Is in a slightly better position. Could maybe be Newers.
Are they gonna rotate to Benjamin to jump up the skyladder here? They might go for a fast set altogether. They're gonna crunch everything together. They're gonna go through square together. Benjamin's gonna hop down the skylight, and you're gonna have a guy in the windows holding.
Isn't a great.
It's gonna be a 3-2-1, 30 seconds. No, they're 1 and 2 herd. That makes more sense in my head.
Especially when you start thinking about the
thing is, will he repel in or will he drop?
This is gonna be a skylight drop.
Here comes a util dump.
Fire and smoke.
Here comes a nade. They're distracting the guy. Yep. Well, that guy gets down from behind, but here comes the skylight drop. Very successful. Is he cheating?
No, not a good one.
He just aim locked on him.
SSG, always the chaotic.
Is Benjamin Master cheating?
Scrappy bunch will get the kills required. A lot coming down to Benja's run up main, or Marble, excuse me, working. The stock.
Well, that guy gets down from behind, but here comes the skylight drop. Very successful.
Benja can get the kill behind him.
He had a yellow ping.
J9O also got one kill of his own.
Hit a yellow ping.
Over on the rappel. I'm not entirely sure.
Hit a yellow ping.
But it came down to that late round push, despite the buffer created early on, despite the advantage gained. I mean, it really,
let's check their standings.
Comes down to the final 20 seconds to J9O and Benja.
Yeah, what are the standings right now?
Kills,
Yeah, so Shopify just won one. So before going into the day, Envy was first place. This doesn't really count because they literally just won it before this game happened. But SSG, actually, I'll go. Going into this day, Envy was number 1. Depper, go from here. Going into this day, Envy was number 1. SSG was number 7. But there's a difference because in the level and quality of the games that they have played, SSG have lost to better teams.
That's the kind of team they are.
And that's why stage 1, you had this standings. Envy last place, SSG first place.
Envy on the flip side.
Or sorry, Shopify first place in standings, but SSG ended up. Sorry, hold on.
Again, another attempt and another
hold on.
lineup.
SSG.
A bit of a halfway house this time.
Alright, Shopify was regular season first place. SSG won the grand final, so SSG got the overall first place seat.
Still no Vulcan packs. But there's not also a wealth.
No, he had a yellow ping. That was genius though. They hopped in the timing, and that's a big difference between how like shittier teams would play and better teams would play. That last round, they waited for the square players to go before Benjamaster hopped. A lot of bad teams with 3-2-1 just hopped the guy down skylight at the same time that they entry top square. Benjamaster knows that when they walk into top square, he will pull eyes and attention towards him, which means the guy stock will have his back turned to the main stairs. And so when he hops down, he will now be fighting someone who has his back turned to him, which is more advantageous. Right? These little timings, they're so fucking important with Siege. But that's exactly how pro teams play with each other off their pressure, push-pull. Full map control SSG, Envy playing a, I think a server layer.
I mean, even
Snake
something
0
like
and 5 is
Fenrir's up
not a
two,
sight you expect to see.
It is a bit strange that Envy are kind of going for
Opening both
this
the walls
style of play
now.
specifically, because when you look at the objective they've achieved, they've plugged
Or
up
the
that
hatches.
hole in blue.
And now, look, this is what Envy want to do. They have a double hold in blue, but if SSG find this out, there's also the chance that if you get the main hatch, you can hold their cut from sight back.
Did we have to dedicate so many resources
Envy want to
blue
hold this guy
specifically?
blue
Maybe it'll
really,
work.
really,
It could.
really
It's
bad.
an obstacle they have to overcome, and you can clearly see SSG are
You're
struggling
gonna fire
with
him
it.
now? Before they even break the
And I think
zombies?
if Envy have really good success here,
Oh, he's burning! He's burning! He's burning! You can't sit. Nah, he gets it there.
SSG
Wow,
can
Ashn really has that Capital fucking memorized, bro.
real quick.
No, Aiden's all by
A
himself.
little bit strange, isn't it? Aiden now in a pretty impossible position.
All the smokes used.
There are Denaris on the
Yeah.
staircase on the
Well,
walk down. I don't know if they broke him already or not.
Going to die here. It really is.
Here comes the Yings. Snake is a. Oh, Snake contests the hatch, but gets slammed. Immediately shut down. Smoke! No! Gets blinded. Look how clinical these clears are. Wow, look how clinical these clears are. Holy fucking shit. SSG look insane right now. And I can't tell if that's because they're just playing against a bad team, or like a lower, considered a bad team, or like they just improved since their last game days of losing. Oh my fucking god, he's a nice shot, bot. 1v4, way to help your team. Holy fuck.
SSG. What can you say about this team?
Holy
And
fuck.
the thing is, it's three very viable ways of defending downstairs as well. Like, full plant denial is a viable way. A little bit of a roam game, it can work on its day. And then holding servers with an Azami. I mean, that's something that teams have been doing for ages.
But yeah.
G2 love that one.
So to basically show you what I mean, that last round, before that, there was a guy coming skylight for SSG. There was two people on the square door, and there's one person in the windows. Right? If this guy just went, he would have died, and they might have lost a round on the 3-2-1 together. He waited for the people top score to push in, so that this guy playing stock would have his eyes diverted towards there, and then he goes, and then he hits this guy, which hits the backstab. He pulls the attention, waits for the pull and the attention.
Quite an easy.
Yeah, SSG are very, very good.
Jog toward that finish line.
Yeah, I was worried about them.
But it's crazy because, you know, Envy by the eye test, Envy is, or not by the eye test, but by the standings, Envy are in first place. They are in first place, y'all. Going into this game today, they were in first place. SSG was in 7th. That just goes to show how important it is that the opponents you beat versus whatever the hell else.
Though, kind of the heyday of their time on this map is a little bit.
You know what I
probably
think
8 to 12
about
months out of date.
the whole border SSG thing?
Well, before you say it, I do think it's a little bit of an old talking point now.
I think it's an old talking point, but I also think it's a good thing that they're moving on from it. Because I don't think that being good at border is the mark of a good team. Because it can be very 50-50, it can be very random. I think I'd much rather a team have a great layer,
Double shield Ben SSG, Mirrorcade Ben Envy. A lot of teams have been Mirrorcade on this map. Maybe it's just that good for the hatches, huh?
Anyone can pop off and
maybe you can just keep the hatches closed perma if you have K'd up or something, I don't know.
I think it shows a little bit more character and a bit more depth. That, you know, maybe that is a map that they've potentially outgrew a little bit.
And also forced to outgrow it when teams ban a map against you for so long, or you don't bring a map for so long. I mean, it's kind of natural that, you know, your skills kind of atrophy on it. Not saying theirs did. It's just kind of like that. Kind of a consequence that happens when you don't play a map on game day a lot. Then you focus on other things. It's kind of a natural consequence of the other team's fear of bringing you on. I think it's something similar happening with
SSG now playing
like
this
Sonic
layer.
Chalet back in the
They have
day,
one
you
guy
know,
E2, one
big
guy
playing
on the
against them
main
a lot,
stairs. They have the
stop playing
reinforced
as
towers
much,
walls.
eventually gets brought
It
back
blocks the
out.
angle from being
At
made
that
down
point,
bottom
it's having
state
winning,
main,
start
and then they
losing
could
it,
just
then you
fall
start
back,
losing, it gets played a bit more.
waste some
Anyway, that's
time,
something
play the Goyos and the Chonkas. Big time waste strat,
See how
Echo,
Envy managed to do
Goyo,
on
and
their
Tachanka
attacks.
right now.
Unfortunately, poor performances across the board for the team at the moment. It's been SSG's game through and through. And
Bolts
fully
on those
dedicating
cams.
themselves to this turtle hole. I mean, we got all the pieces we were kind of talking about. The Goyo,
If I did my
the
prep
Tachanka,
against
no
SSG,
smoke,
I would run a, but like they had no. I don't think they had the rep of like this
Echo,
SSG
not
big,
uncommon, certainly.
right, written down on the prep. But if I did prep
Very
now
narrow
against
on blue
SSG, I would run a
stairs.
knock into
This is
garage
kind of-
because
this
it's
is-
just
this is
full
not
with
the
cams.
default, but this is certainly a default basement hole.
Oh my
It's a
god,
better one, isn't it?
Envy are not
Exactly. I was gonna say
making good
different.
use
I
of their
think a lot
time. I
better
won't
than what
lie.
Envy were doing. You don't
The two Browse
so
freezing
much
their
on the
hatches. They're
server.
taking too long. Right now, once they kill, by the time they kill this guy on the blue stairs, they're gonna have like what 40 seconds left, and then by that time, when they have 40 seconds left,
to be a yokai in square stairs. And look at what Ashen's able to do with this.
it's just
He's
GG.
constantly getting fed this information. He might even go
You know, because there's like Goyos and the Chonkas. He walks with a nade.
knowing Ashn,
Oh,
he goes for
good
it.
nades
Oh,
by
well.
Envy right there.
He goes for a
Yeah, they're gonna get
challenge,
down to
but
blue.
Unfortunately,
They're gonna get down to blue, and they're gonna have 40 seconds left. And then the Goyos are gonna block off what, like 20 seconds, like 20 seconds each, and then the Chonkas are gonna block off the rest of the round, and they have echoes on top of that.
Ashen's gonna go down.
They have to like flood or
I'd like to
plan
see
in a
him take
spot.
somebody
Yeah,
with
they
him,
have to
but
do
a lot
this
of time
shit
has already
like
been
weird. They
spent
have to plan in a
clearing
weird
out.
spot.
And there's
Is there a
plenty of utility
C4 for
on site
SSG?
that
Newer
can
has a
do the
C4 in
space
lockers.
Station. ROU projectors blocking off these angles, but
Chonka firing everything off. Oh my god, the Goyo is still up. Nah, they can't plan on default spot. That's GG. That's GG. That's GG. They have to flood through. They have to plan in a weird spot. But JJ is good at that.
So all these Vulcan packs are still there. It seems
Here comes the
like
plan.
Envy will try to go for an off spot.
Is the Echo Drone gonna come in
Not
time?
close to the wall, but instead
Where's the Echo
over
Drone?
on the
Oh, it's
rack.
not there. The Echo Drone's not there. They might get the plant down for
Firing
real.
in, Fultz
JJ got the
unable
plant
to
down.
do
Good
so,
execute.
and Envy
Good
will
execute.
get the post plant successfully.
The Chonkas don't stop
No
it.
kills done in the process. It's not flashy whatsoever, but as long as they can hold on, keep these angles intact, Envy have a very solid start to their attacking side.
Oh
There we
my
go.
god.
5v1.
Good execute. Good execute by JJ. JJ loves the hatch drop plants, and it works out here. Didn't work out yesterday versus a standby, but it works out here. Good job. Good job, JJ Blast. Very good execute. That's a good call by the IGL right there, going for that hatch drop plant. His favorite play to make.
For Fultz. Just
Oh.
not enough time to get the job done.
Shit.
And JJ can swing on in and pick up that.
Get hype, JJ. Come on, get hype. Get hype. Get hype. Get hype.
Doing a really
You
good
need
job
it.
getting
We
it
need
done
that
there.
hype
I
right now.
love
We
how
need
they're
that
committed
momentum
to
if you
dealing
want to
with
come
Ashn.
back whatsoever.
Regardless of the amount of information,
video
that
didn't
Ashn had,
age
it's all
well.
kind of worth nothing. You're just sort of a spectator watching.
Which
your
one? The
teammate
one
die
where
at that
its
point.
caption
Because
says
the hatch is open.
the one where the caption
Because
says
Nate-
AidenTax is the future of Pro League, but in the video he actually loses.
Look at it from the Envy
You guys don't know what clickbait is, G?
of dealing with that player on blue.
Don't man,
It was
don't
very
man,
safe
don't
on
man,
it as well.
don't
He
man,
was getting taken out by
don't
Ryan as
man,
he attempted to
don't
flank.
man, don't man,
I mean, once the
don't
bomb's gone
man,
down,
don't
You
man.
pretty much have to flank because there's no way that you're going to win the post fighting up through those hatches. So good job from Envy. Keeps SSG away from that map point. But they've got to do it again. And again and again if they want to try and level things up right now. SSG, they're not going to be feeling too hard done to at losing that round downstairs. And they're going to stick to their rotation. They still have a timeout if they want to use that as well. And I think a surprise at this point is we've not really spoken about bans much tonight. Obviously, it's become quite a predictable sort of topic of conversation. But you look at the bans with the Bandit and the Cade, it's very centered around making that locker site very safe.
And Jared said he's
Sorry,
trying to get on
Cade
an
with
FFA
the
leaderboard.
Blitz.
What do I mean?
It's very centered around making that
Chinese
locker site very
clickbait master
safe.
does it again.
But
Yes,
it doesn't
sir.
do really much to help you as an attacker when you're attacking.
This could potentially be
top
one of the
four,
greatest
because
comebacks in the
you're
night.
not
It
really
could
gonna
be.
use the
If
Cade.
SSG
Yeah,
get
the mirror is
2-6,
a great
and come
piece
all
of
the way
utility.
back, bro. That would be
I
insane.
maybe just feel like Envy have sort of tunneled on.
Envy have good executes, I won't lie. On this
We
map
saw
in
with
particular, they
SSG
have good executes.
play the Maverick.
Thanks to JJ. Thanks to JJ Ballsack, the IGL, the deputy
Not a
himself.
complicated solution, is
They
it?
do have good
Flip the
executes.
torch. Job done.
Keep it simple.
Keep it simple.
This one's a standard one. They get we watched this other day too. They're gonna repel in the Osa top square. They're gonna put the shield down in the corner of the top square. They're gonna watch a curve swing. They're gonna thermite both the walls open. They're gonna get the Osa behind on the wall, plant directly on the wall.
Osa in or Osa repels in on the CEO windows.
SSG have fresh prep on this, so I would be very surprised because they're very like counter. If there's any team that will counter strike, it will be SSG, right? So I'd be very surprised if SSG don't have an answer for this.
It's not complicated.
They have 3 C4s.
It's not rocket science.
I don't know if Envy killed them
So
all
they will
every
do their
round they could win.
best.
Dude, holy shit. I mean,
Do
you
what
might be
SSG
onto
did, albeit in a
something,
different
G.
position. Just probe a little bit, throw some utility, see if Newers decides to get aggressive, and then make something happen after the fact.
Ooh. Oh, that's a good echo spot. He sees him on the window.
From JJ.
He's gonna make a guy retake lobby or something? Is someone gonna run into lobby and kill that guy?
Information being gathered again.
No, he's just getting
There's a
info.
menace on this echo.
I think that's the first.
So
That's the
your
first
count
Osa
goes
shield
all
down.
over the
I think
place.
JJ just
has
teased that
taken
first
a
Osa
pinch of
shield
damage from that info as well.
from the guy in Janny. One more, two more C4s left. Are they gonna rotate players in there?
Though. Emilio could look to try and move in and start to get something open right now.
Oh wait, no, they didn't even get the
There are
third.
gonna be a
Wait,
couple of
hold on.
impacts, though, so
I
the
am
impact
just.
trick is on the cards. I'm not sure that Fultz is in the right position to do it. He's still
Get underneath with the C4. Oh, he knows. Okay, see, this is the difference.
Oh,
Oh,
a hefty C4 lineup here.
SSG knows. SSG knows they have. That's the prep. That's the prep. SSG knows that they are going for the execute. They put the C4 underneath on the spot he's gonna plant in.
Setups on attack and defense have just
Wow.
been so well thought out. You can
Wow.
see all the protocols for
C4 dead. Wow, that's the prep. That's the prep.
Right on cue.
They know, bro. They know. They know.
Sure, I think gives
The
himself
difference, the levels. The info, when you have a solid coaching staff. No more Osa shield to cover the plant. They have smokes, though.
The thermite does spot it.
Does the warden go for a flank?
He's moved it into square. There was a guy
Oh
down
my
there,
god, there's
and
so
they
much
miss
info.
It completely. Newer's
There's
now
so
wrapping
much
around
info.
going for a flank. There is critical redundancy after critical.
Oh, what a shot by Aiden, though. Not gonna lie, that was a good shot.
That's a
Hold on.
shot from
Hold on.
Aiden.
Wait a minute. Get it how you live it. 10 toes down when we step it on.
Oh no, he gets it.
W prep.
That came
W
a
match
whole
prep,
lot
W match
closer
prep.
than I think it warranted.
What a C4.
As SSG.
What a
have
C4.
thought all the way to plan Z.
Look at him. That's
in
call
these
out, by the
rounds.
way. This guy is a fucking
Gonna have to start
beast.
using
All right,
numbers
that was
as well,
my
so you can
mentor
see
when I was a
call
coach.
out, type in
Taught me like most of
frantically
everything
there.
I knew.
He's like,
That guy probably had a prep
There's
on that
enough
shit, bro.
redundancy there.
That guy probably
We
had
need
prep
to
on that
start
shit.
Going through not only plan A to Z, but we also need to start adding some
Holy
numbers into
shit.
the mix as well. Really close stuff. But again, it just comes down to that redundancy, and often that's what Siege is about. It's about
Clip farm time. Clip farm
good
time.
and solid backup plan.
Through
Because
two
the
more
first
se-
plans,
I'm
it's
not sure
only
that
ever
Fultz is in the right position
gonna
to
work
do
for
it.
so
Still
long. Eventually, it's
Get
gonna be
underneath
found
with the
out.
C-
Cameras,
Oh, he
it's
knows.
gonna
Okay,
be
see, this is the
what
difference.
isn't going to work.
I'm not sure
and
that
you're gonna be
Fultz is in the right
forced
position to
into
do it.
making
Still
that adaptation.
Get
And there's no better adaptation than preparing it early on in practice when the stakes are far lower and you can make much better decisions and understand how you want to use it.
Match prep diff.
Fultz's
Match prep
use of
diff.
Echo tonight
W
has
match
been
prep.
fantastic. So much so, for me, it would warrant a ban playing against SSG on this map. Like, I genuinely think it would be worth removing that operator from him just so that there's a lack of information because of how valuable it's been, not only in the previous round, but in others as well.
Honestly, you know my takeaway.
Hey, coach is talking to the end of only in time. It's only in timeouts. Calls perfect combination on bronze on brain. Carl's a fucking beast, bro. Predicting the comeback. Oh, word?
Really?
Are you watching all the games? Yes, sir. From here on out, I'm watching every single game.
Obviously, you know, you could focus on standby, you could focus on envy right now. But the thing that the highlight for me is Shopify so put together in a game that they should look well put together in. SSG looks so well put together in a game they should be well put together in. They have great adaptations on their attack, great gap.
This is what happens when you enter pro league and you're not stomping through it. Damn.
Here on their defenses, they are showing multiple layers, multiple contingencies, given whatever situation they face. Ways to make those plans more likely to succeed, especially revolving around, as you highlighted, Fultz's yokais. Now, in this case, while he can't move them, the black eye cameras will still give a lot of information.
Chat, Matt, disrespectful. I know, bro. What
really
the fuck are they
good
being so
stuff.
mean for?
Just the top team is looking very strong at the moment. And by at the moment, I mean on this particular day in these particular games.
Oh shit! Wait, hold on, little Ratsky's installed. They have no idea. They have no idea he's in here.
Oh,
Oh my god, they have no idea. They have no idea.
Oh,
Newers is fucking lighting him up.
I don't know why JJ just turned his back to it all.
Oh, my cat's being cute. Wait, hold on.
Didn't see Newers walk in. Unfortunately, got a little too loose
Yeah,
with it.
they just didn't
JJ's
expect him to
gotta
be
careful
here. They're
right
just
now.
getting
He's
diffed
lost
right
his
now. It's
support.
Teller's
The
Archives
rest of the
too,
attacks
bro.
on the opposite side. There's
This is a
nobody
full
to
open
trade
area
him.
hold for Teller's Archives. They
If
have
he
no
pushes
more
up too
vertical
far,
control.
so he's gotta be
SSG have given up top for their holding fully
SSG
horizontal on
likely will
Teller's
fall back
Archives.
in this position, and indeed they will. So Envy have full vertical control, but Benja isn't satisfied with a good thing.
It's 12-4 at the moment, Benja. He's having one of those games. Like, I think Benja's come under a little bit of criticism as, you know, in terms of just getting lost on this roster. And I think it's because of the quality of players that he's with, but also he hasn't been himself in some ways and some of the plays that we're used to seeing him make.
Baby!
Tonight, he's definitely looking a little bit better. And he's going to
How
have to
lobby execute is a stronger thing right now for Envy. I won't lie. It's not a bad execute to go for lobby, especially if you don't like. The bottom main guy can only stop so many plants. I mean, he could get an angle on the plant spot if he has main stairs control, but as long as Envy get a guy coming down main stairs, they should be able to plant there in that corner, exactly.
You can see
There's still a guy who has main stairs control, though. That guy could have an angle on the plant.
not sure if he's going to be given the space.
Oh,
to do
yep,
it,
there it is. Ashn has the angle on the plant now.
That's a big fight for
He's gonna
Ashn.
flank around.
Rotate into
Oh my god, this guy above him. Oh my god, 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 that was insane.
But JJ
Oh!
on for 2.
There's no way.
In the one
There's no way that.
Rivals upstairs. That's it. 7-2. Newers with a 1v4. And our top
Holy
teams tonight
fuck.
just cannot be beat.
Ashn might be the smartest player in the world for that play.
He just got wicked at the end. They just got fucking wicked. They knew they had a disadvantaged position. They just got fucking lit with it, bro. They just started sprinting around. There's levels to this shit. 7-2. They were first place going into today, but they've only beaten, it seems like correctly called, the lower teams.
So let's bring Fultz over to have a little bit of a conversation about what has been happening so far here on the second stage of the NAL. First off, congratulations. A very great, dominant win against Envy. But I would really like to know, like, what's different between the SSG that we're seeing right now and the one that we had in stage 1 when it comes to that consistency.
I think our issues so far this stage have been like trouble like getting the ball rolling, because I think we're a very good team when we have the momentum, but something we're trying to work on is, you know, finding that spark and getting the momentum going in our favor even when, you know, things aren't going to plan.
Yeah, I mean, you guys definitely had the momentum today. I would say it looked like there was a little bit of, like, you know, not disrespect, but you guys didn't necessarily, you were playing confident. You know, you didn't necessarily think in the way you guys played that the other team was competing against you guys. I just wanted to say, in that position where it feels like you are just, you know, in that moment that you're so much better than the other team, how do you keep yourselves from, you know, having little mishaps like, you know, maybe a Monty walking past the guy in a corner? How do you guys reel that in so that doesn't happen often?
Yeah, after yesterday's game, we kind of talked about like how we need to remember who we are. Like we have like one of the best rosters in the whole world talent-wise, and if we really just simplify things down and play the game at just like a fundamental level and, you know, not force the aggressive stuff when it's not there, there's like not really many teams that can beat us. And then to answer your question with the lower teams, I've been spanked by lower teams too many times to not give them credit they deserve. So I kind of treat them all the same.
I was going to kind of ask something similar to that. Obviously, losing to Wildcard, losing then to Oxygen, following up, I was curious like if that kind of sort of created a mental block in terms of your guys' performance of like kind of losing the identity that we all know and love from the SSG roster, which, like I said, is the, you know, the tenacity, the ferocity, the constant aggression you guys have. Where, yeah, I mean, that kind of really was the question: was did that kind of, you know, impact the overall performance from day to day? Then today, you guys felt like your normal selves.
Yeah, we've been a roster, at least aside from Newers, for a very long time now. And when you've been a roster for this long, there's so many things you want to add and like keep evolving. But once you do that, sometimes you fall off with, you know, the fundamentals and really like lose sight of things. And I think that's kind of some of the things we talked about earlier today. Just, you know, going back to the basics, staying in sync, and you know, just continuing to improve every day without losing sight of all that stuff, because it's just as important as, you know, trying to do meta changes or pace swaps, whatever the case.
For sure.
Yeah, today was a step in the right direction as well for you guys. So my question then is, the final one here is, when it comes to next week, what's the prep for that looking like?
I think we're going to work on, you know, just kind of getting things smoothed out on our end, on the defense side especially. We've had some tough defensive halves, so we're gonna smooth some stuff out, and then maybe, you know, a couple of days before the matches we'll start to look at prep. But the biggest thing is kind of fixing the mistakes that we're making.
All right, well, thank you so much for your time, and once again, congratulations on the win here today. Enjoy the rest of your week, and we'll see you around.
Thank you. See you
Bye.
guys.